I am turning on the Unrivaled game, and I will have
Ooh.
it in the background.
I only saw a tweet that uh Brown Stewart, Brianna, is it Brianna or Brianna? I always say it wrong. She scored the first basket, which I feel like makes sense.
It's fitting, yeah. She's one of
Yeah,
the founders.
quite literally. But we love that.
No, I don't want to
So fun.
cast to the TV. I just want to watch Unrivaled on my phone.
Please let me just stay right here. Thanks.
My mom would be like, "What is happening? Why is it?"
Why is it 3-on-3? Has
Well,
that
I
they
told
played
her.
did
I was
you?
like, I was like, "Mom, Unrivaled's on, by the way, if you want something else to watch besides reality TV."
Aw.
And like my mom doesn't watch
Manifest.
basketball at all, and neither do I. So she was like, why do I care?"
Because women. Literally as simple as
Exactly.
that. As simple as that.
Speaking of women, I am shocked our last episode didn't get hate comments from men.
Listen, we are on the nice, we're on the good side of the internet so far.
Thank God.
Thank God. I was gonna say, thank God. But we
Well,
like that.
just
We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
the podcast has been, our individual TikToks have not, rest in peace, unless
Please.
something changes before this episode goes up, and
I
God, I hope it does.
highly, we'll see. We will
Um,
see.
but just in case you are here from Bree's TikTok, or you want to be mean, we do not tolerate hate towards women or women's sports here. If you would like to have a calm conversation about statistics, we absolutely can.
Yeah.
Be aware that Bree quite literally does stats for the
And
NHL.
Mackenzie's literally a lawyer. So
You're not
pretty
going
much
to
a
win.
stacked lineup here. Yeah. You are not coming out as the winner there. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So
But
if
yes,
you
I
want
don't
to
know
talk,
why.
we'll talk, but do not come at us.
Yeah.
Because of
Also,
this.
that should just be like you should be able to get that from
Yeah.
listening to us, but just in case it wasn't obvious, there's
Because
your
also
reminder.
it's not that serious until you make it that
No.
serious and then you won't win.
Following our last one, it is not that serious. It just is not. Please. Yeah.
Um,
It's been a time. That's why I said if TikTok's gotta go, I'm going quite the dramatic way.
yeah.
Never thought I'd say that, but it's fine.
I was like, if
It's
TikTok's
fine.
gonna go down, I'm gonna go down with.
You gotta have the just as dramatic entrance or
Yeah.
exit, not entrance,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. Gotta do it.
Well, welcome back to Read Between the Blue Lines. We need to get better at actually saying that.
Yes, but hi.
I'm Mackenzie,
And I'm Bree.
and yeah, we have a fun episode today. We have more of a planned episode,
I'm excited.
but first,
Oh,
I like for the trade deadline feels so close,
Mackenzie, it's like,
but so far.
I just realized I'm gonna be in Australia when that happens. Oh no. Anyway, that's
Oh,
beyond chaotic for
I
me.
wish everyone could see my face. My eyes just got so wide and then I like slow blinked. I was like,
No, well,
"Excuse me?
like I
What do you
know
mean?"
that I have the date. Like, oh my God. Like I always have it in my head because at work we're always like, we're this amount of days away. This is who we're watching. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And I like just looked at the date and I'm like, oh, it's like 2 months away. And then I was like, wait a second.
But like it
Yeah.
feels like okay.
This
Like I
season
know that
also felt
it's
like it has flown by. Like I can't believe
blown.
we're halfway through it already, despite us being like it's boring because it kind of is.
Well,
But
I saw it was one of like the hockey outlets. I don't remember which one. And
that's
they were
okay.
like, "Are the Montreal Canadiens the story this season?" And I was
You know
like,
the
"The
record in the last like 14 games or whatever it is? They're like the best team in the league.
yeah."
It's
And
crazy.
it's crazy, but also the fact that the Canadians are the story this season is
Yeah.
it
It
just
says
shows you
it
how boring it is.
I was gonna say it tells you the state of the NHL.
Yeah.
But I also like every time that comes up, I remember, which is still insane to me, that 4 years ago, if I'm doing the math right, they were in a cup final. Like to
Yeah,
me,
but
that's still just no,
circumstances.
no. I understand, like I get it, but like in my head it's just like mind-boggling that that feels like so long ago and then like fast forward to the present, it's that. But
Yeah,
yeah, that definitely does when you like have to tell somebody the most interesting storyline of the whole season and that's that, it's puts it into perspective. But all the love for the Canadians. Go,
I feel like,
you
yeah,
go. You go. It's exciting.
I think I've watched more Canadians games this season than I have ever in my life combined.
As you
Um,
should.
so I'll take it.
There's like I feel like everybody has one of those teams. It's like you don't really like. Well, I don't say you don't really like them, but like you're not like a committed fan, but like you like watching them when it's on. And I feel like everybody
Yeah.
has a team like that. I don't know
Yeah,
if I
but
would be,
that
but
being the Canadians is a weird concept. Um,
I mean maybe yeah, but like they're fun. They have the vibes.
yeah, but no, the trade
You can
deadline,
go.
like, it felt far away, and then someone was like, "Oh, it's March 7th," and then I was like, "Oh my God, that feels so
Yeah,
close." So,
and I'd also like I feel like leading up to it, like by now we'd have like some kind of idea of like
what's
things
gonna
that are
be
happening,
happening?
and like this year it's just like dead silent.
Yeah,
I don't know if that means more chaos closer to the deadline, because I feel like last year a lot of stuff happened before, and the day of it was like nothing exciting.
yeah,
But if it's, I wonder now if it's quiet earlier on, if you get a busier deadline day, then the opposite way
probably.
around. I still have no idea what's gonna happen. Like, I couldn't even tell you one, like, I don't know,
Give me like an outlandish prediction because I have,
Duh. Of somebody going somewhere or someone leaving.
I think Keandre Miller leaves the Rangers before the deadline.
That's not outlandish. I
No, but
feel like it's,
it's possible, but I also don't know, like,
yeah. I think it's probably like a stereotypical answer because everybody in the hockey world is talking about it. I want to know what the Canucks are gonna do with this whole JT Miller and uh, Elias Pettersson thing. I feel like everybody, I don't know. Everybody's like, they have to trade one of them. And I just can't. I love the drama of it, but I want to know what happens.
well,
But I also just can't see them getting rid of either of them. But maybe they do.
I mean, the Devils are having that issue right now too.
Yeah,
So,
1 for 1. I don't know. I don't know if the Devils would be like, here you go.
JT Miller going to the Devils would be,
Wouldn't that be insane?
I think
The head shake says it all.
Rangers fans would
They would be
commit
so mad.
like a mass suicide, actually. Um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't, again, that's not like outlandish, but I feel like that's one of that. I'm like, if you do something, it's big enough to like shock people. I feel like
yeah,
because they're yeah. Otherwise, I don't know, but we'll see. I can't believe it's that close already. How
yeah.
is it halfway through January?
I don't know.
Time is fake. Time is fake. We hate it.
Yeah. Um, speaking of things that are fake, rules. They're all made
What a
up.
transition. That's actually such a good way.
Thanks.
After
Completely off
yeah.
the cuff.
It's no, it makes so much sense.
Well, especially the way that the referees
Genuinely,
treat them, they're fake.
yeah. That's what I mean. Like we had that whole conversation about goaltender interference made up.
Yeah.
That's fake.
Yep.
So that was a 10 out of 10 transition. I love that.
Thank you.
All the credit.
Today, we are going to chat a little bit about the rule differences between the PWHL and the NHL. Um, did we have any differences between like NCA, NCAA?
I don't think so. I mean, the one I can think off the top of my head involves a goalie getting a penalty. And they can do
Okay.
that, which I think is fun. But I didn't put any in there. I went PWHL, NHL
Okay.
equivalents or not equivalents. Um, but yeah,
Okay. You wanna
so
you wanna start with the fun one?
jailbreak.
Yeah.
This is the only one I like sat down hardcore and went through like the actual rule books for
Mm-hmm.
these. And for some reason I could not keyword find wherever the official rule for this is. I could not find it. Anyway, in the PWHL, I don't know if you think it's the coolest rule they have in place. I think it is.
I
Like
definitely think
uniquely
it's the
theirs.
coolest
Yeah.
rule, yeah.
Pretty much when you are on the penalty kill in the PWHL, if you score a shorthanded goal, the other team's power play is over, no matter how much time is left or whatever it is. If you score on the PK, the power play goes away, which is why they call it a jailbreak goal because you get your
You're
player back
breaking out
from,
of jail.
yeah, jail,
Yeah.
literally. But it's so cool to see in gameplay, like when they get those goals. And it makes, to me, I also always think in the NHL, it doesn't exist. We don't have jailbreak goals in the NHL.
Yeah.
If you get a 5 minute power play and the other team scores two shorthanded goals, like they can score as many shorthanded goals as they want on there.
No, but that's the same thing in the P-dub, isn't it? If it's a major penalty, you can't come
Yeah,
out of the
yeah.
box.
But I'm saying like, okay, yeah, I guess I should have framed that differently.
But if you have like a double minor or a two
Yeah,
minute minor,
like
like,
you don't get to end that early if you score shorthanded in the NHL,
yeah,
which I think is silly because the whole idea that the PWHL put it in frame for was that you're getting rewarded for scoring a player down and playing well on the PK. And sometimes now that I know that's a real thing, I've seen it happen in those games when I watch NHL games and like the other team scores a shorthanded goal. I'm like, wipe that out, especially if it's like 5 seconds into the power play. I'm like, that's it. Why do they get to keep playing on that? Like I
well,
don't.
so like if you're playing the Florida Panthers, not great. They have 11 shorthanded goals in the season.
Yeah.
Um, but I think
Oh,
it
so I
also
guess
it adds like a different level of like,
intensity.
yeah, because you can't just like, because if you're on the power play, like, yes, obviously you want to score a goal.
Yeah. But also on the PK, you're only like mainly defending, and you're almost always
Yeah.
in that zone.
And so you're kind of okay getting like, or you're used to getting stuck in the zone. You're kind of okay with
Yeah.
it. Like you kind of become like complacent almost
Because
with
it's
like,
normal, quote unquote. Like that's just how
yeah.
the PK goes.
Because the amount of times you'll see someone who absolutely could have a breakaway and instead is like, I'm just gonna dump it and
Yeah.
then
And then the
go
line change
change.
comes out. Yeah.
And
But
it's
like
like
that could be a goal.
you could have scored. And so with the PWHL, it's fun to see them actually try to
Yeah.
score on those chances. Also because the crowd reactions to those are
I was
crazy.
gonna say, like, I think not that it is cool and like you get a shorthanded goal in the NHL, like it's always like a cool, like, okay, you did it, but the jailbreak goals, like everybody I think gets more into them knowing that they're a special thing. Like you can only get them in a certain situation and it makes it even cooler when they do score them for
Yeah.
that reason. But the crowd gets so into it for the not only just to be like, oh, you're on the penalty kill, kill off the penalty. Like they want you to kill off the penalty by scoring a goal
You know what
because
I think would
that's
be
possible.
so fun?
What?
Well, also, yeah, they get like rewarded
That's what I mean.
for
That's the whole
like
idea.
it's good.
We love this. My favorite difference in
They
rules,
should
but
have a different goal song
for
for the
the jailbreak
jailbreaks. That
goals,
would be fun.
please. I actually love that. I We haven't seen one in person yet, but like I want to know. I have to
Not
go
this
and see if
season, no.
yeah, I want to see if anybody has one. Like if they have a different song for it, cause like that'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, I bring it up because we saw the shootout the other night,
Hmm.
New York, Minnesota, and they played like old Western music.
Yes, the like rodeo, not the rodeo, like the showdown.
Yeah.
The one
And
This is so funny that you said like that on having a jailbreak goal song. First
mhm,
thing that came to mind is Breaking Free from High
yeah.
School Musical. 'Cause like I mean it's not iconic. You're literally it's a jailbreak. It
Yeah.
fits. That would be
Yeah.
mine. That would be my pick.
Or like Jailhouse Rock or
I was gonna
something.
say like yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta theme it. Like really and it's possible.
Well, because like I know the New York Sirens have they play That Don't
Give me
Impress Me
more.
Much
Oh, that's yeah. There when
when
they
the
get
other
scored on.
team, which I don't necessarily know that I love because I feel like it's giving another team a goal song. Like I have the same issue with in the NHL where like they play like the same like dun 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 dun, dun.
Yeah.
Like The Rangers have like the same exact music that plays after
But
someone
then
else scores.
I
And
also
I'm
feel like
like,
it's awkward if it's like silent.
no, but just like I feel like
Like
play different songs.
yeah, like mix it up. Yeah,
But
because then like they know it's
because
coming, it's the same one.
like it feels like a goal song for them, but because it's that don't impress me much, I do in fact like
It's
that the
pretty good.
PW does it. Yeah.
It is pretty good. I do agree.
Um,
But the jailbreak goal song would be sick. I need
can
them
I
all to implement that.
can I suggest a rule? Because I thought of it during the
Yeah.
Wednesday game and I thought it was really funny.
Oh my God. I'm ready.
Because they were playing like Western like draw music and then like it's
It
a
was like
shootout, whatever, right? And so my
oh
thought process was
God. What are you gonna say?
to speed up the shootout and also to make it more engaging. If you're gonna play Western music, make it like a draw. Make both players start at the
Stop!
middle
Like
and
race opposite ways to score?
yeah, and go three, two, one, go, and then whoever scores first wins.
Wait, I kind of like that.
It's just like one on one with the goalie, but like you don't have to like keep going back. It's just instead of a shootout, it's like a
This
one
sounds
on
like,
one, but
yeah,
you
I was
have
gonna
to
say
stay on side.
the funniest thing too would be like I used to remember doing this in like field hockey all the time when they make you like do the actual face off, like having your two shooters for one for each team, and then like whoever wins the face off. I guess it's more like one on one, but like you get the chance and they don't get whatever. But
No, because one on one feels like to
it's
actually
rude.
end a game. I feel like one on
Yeah,
one feels rude. Yeah, but like if you just do the shootout at the same time.
that would be fun. Why haven't they done that on like any level?
But
Let the little
also,
kids do it first and then see if it works and then just keep
yeah.
pumping it up.
Speaking
That's
of
fun.
overtime,
Oh yeah.
another
The
rule
next
change
one.
suggestion that everyone should, I think everyone agrees with,
Implement.
is that the offside line in overtime is the center ice line.
Yeah.
Um, which I would agree with. I think that you should be allowed to go out a little bit more. So,
Yeah. It would make
another
it would
suggestion
solve
that
a
I
lot
have.
of things, yes. As we move into the offsides part, since you're on with the transitions today.
These are all
You're
unintentional.
so good today.
But yeah,
Like on it.
overtime and offsides. We're gonna chat about
Yeah.
it.
This we actually just learned recently because when was this game? Last week? Last no, over 2 weekends ago?
Sunday, 2 weekends
Sunday.
ago.
It was Sunday.
Yeah, it was this
It was
Sunday.
Sunday. That feels like 2 weekends ago, which is wild. Um,
Again, so January so fast.
time is
This week
fake.
so
Time is
long.
fake. Um, Sirens, Scepters, no score in regulation. Also for the first time ever in a regular season PWHL game that it was tied 1-0 in a overtime game.
That's
But
fun. I
anyway,
love that.
yeah. So they went to overtime. Nobody scored in regulation, and I don't know if you realized this when you were watching it, but I did not pick up on it at all, like live. I only picked up on
Which
it.
I don't know how because it
Me
was
either. I was just like
so
so excited.
egregious.
I was like, oh my God, they're gonna score a goal. Like, what's happening? Long story short, Jesse Eldridge got the puck way in the
And it
offensive
was like
zone.
an intentional
It was
offsides too. Like she
yes,
was all the way in that zone before
by
the puck was
herself.
even passed to her.
Yeah. But she got the puck, scores. It was a really nice goal, but she scored the
Oh,
goal.
filthy.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely
gorgeous.
filthy. Nope, we need you to start talking like a hockey player because
No,
this
but it
doesn't
was
work.
so nice. Okay,
It
yes.
was.
Um, so she scores a goal, New York wins. And for like a minute or so after the game, like they put the final score up, they're all kind of like lingering on the ice. And for those of you who don't know, in the PWHL, no matter what game it is, they all line up for handshakes like they do in the NHL for playoffs.
Yeah.
Every game they handshake. So New York was kind of just like chilling on their side of the ice and nobody was moving. And I remember turning to Ken's and I was like, are they going to say it's not a good goal? And at the time I was like, what are they going to say it's not a good goal for?
Well, because I was
Um,
looking at it and Toronto kind of like wasn't moving from their bench.
Yeah, that too, which we were like, "Oh, it's
And
not
I was
over," because
like,
if they
what's
didn't
going
immediately
on?
leave, it was a little sketch.
Yeah.
So they didn't say anything. Final score stood 1-0. New York won. And then I think later on that night, somebody had like put a video up on Twitter of the goal, and I had texted Ken's, and I was like, I forget what I even said to you. But we learned through all of this, because everybody was complaining about this goal that Jesse scored, offsides is not a reviewable play in the PWHL. So if the refs do not call it, it cannot be challenged by the coach, and the refs cannot go back and review the play to say that was offsides. So because the goal was scored and they didn't call offsides when they should have, it couldn't have been reversed or overturned.
Which we talked about this a little bit. I don't know if we actually talked about it. Like, how long should you have after something is
I think we might
offsides?
have mentioned it, yeah. Which also that's like basically that almost kind of feeds into this in the same sense
But like, it's
if
so
they had the
interesting because, like, we talked about, like, how can you fix like human error? And is the answer
yeah,
just to let it happen? Um, because like, yes, people were obviously mad. Like, 3 points is a lot,
it
especially in the
is.
PWHL. Like,
Yeah.
there's 6 teams, you get 3 points for a win, and that's like a huge swing for New York to not have that goal waved off.
Yeah.
And I don't think NHL fans would take that very well.
No. I mean the amount of times that I've seen offsides reviews go down to like the grainiest centimeter of a skate and the blue line and where the puck is and if the angle is wrong, whatever. And like
But that's I feel like there should be like a like meet in the middle somewhere and be like, okay, you have
X
a
amount of
minute
time.
to
Yeah.
review offsides. And also like again, I think this is like the like legal training background. Like you need to have like clear and convincing evidence
Yeah.
that like the call was incorrect.
True.
Um,
It's
but also like I feel like we should be able to challenge. No, because like it doesn't do anything. Like if
what?
they called you offsides and you weren't offsides, like be like, no, give us the in the zone face off.
Yeah, because then like yeah, it's like a little
But then you would have like
tricky.
yeah, you would just get challenges every 10 seconds.
Yeah, literally. You're offsides. You're offsides. You're offsides.
But so we do have a
Um,
list of things that are subject to video review and then things that
yes.
the coaches can challenge on.
Do you want
They're
both?
yeah.
There, I think I put them in separate. So, oh my goodness. So, PWHL actually has like a decent. I don't think I put the NHL ones in here, but that's okay.
You guys can look
Um,
it up. We'll link both
yeah.
handbook like rule books in the show notes.
But what you can, as a coach's challenge in the PWHL, you can challenge a missed game stoppage leading to a goal. So, arguably, I feel like they could have
But
done
wouldn't that
that.
be offsides then?
No, but you're not challenging for offsides. You're challenging for the missed stoppage because they should have stopped that.
No, I
But
understand,
then I
but
guess
that
yeah,
would
it is kind of
technically be
offsides.
calling it for offsides because if you're
So they
supposed to stop
probably
it,
so it's probably why they couldn't do it. But in theory, you can do that.
but so then what would the missed stoppage be for? Like an icing
No,
that
well,
was
the missed
missed or
stoppage should have been offsides. But I guess yeah, if you
but if
can't
you can't
challenge
review
that
for
or review it,
offsides.
that's so oh, I don't like that
So
actually. It's
I'm
kind of silly.
I'm wondering if it's what else would be like a stoppage
A
in
missed
play that
stoppage,
yeah, like it hits the net or like it's an icing, then you somehow don't
like
catch
the
that. Like
I don't know. As interesting question. First, that's the first one on the list. The PWHL is a very short list.
that's so weird.
Um, you can use a coach's challenge for a goaltender interference. We've had our many discussions about it. It exists there too. And delay of game, the puck going over the glass. So they have the same thing as
Which is new for the
to
NHL
the
and the
NHL.
PW this
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
Which I don't think I've seen anybody use that yet.
I
Maybe
feel like a
actually I might
lot
have
of the new rules haven't
yeah.
been except for one we're going to talk about later has definitely been implemented, but
But yeah.
and
So
then
good.
video review in the PWHL.
There's a list.
Um,
The list is actually I think I'm gonna pull the NHL one up because it's very similar, I think.
yeah, so
But
it's
go ahead. Read
um
it.
the puck crossing the goal line, puck in the net prior to the goal frame being dislodged, puck in the net prior to or after the expiration of time at the end of a period, was there a distinct kicking motion?
Oh, that's a
Um,
fave.
was it like a hand Oh, okay. Was the puck deliberately directed, batted, or thrown into the net by an attacking player by any means, any part of her body other than with her stick? Um, This is a fun one that I don't think people know about. If you score a goal and it hits a ref, it
Oh
doesn't
yeah, it
count.
doesn't count.
This happened in the NCAA last year,
Did it?
during the playoffs. Yeah.
That's funny.
They like banked it off a ref and everyone was like, that doesn't count. And then everyone's like, what do you mean it doesn't count?
I mean,
And that is
technically,
also
yeah,
a
because
rule in
it's
the
not.
NHL.
Yeah, it's not your own player.
Yeah.
But like, it's kind of funny. I love it.
Continuing on, puck is stuck or deflected into the net with a high stick above the height of the crossbar. Puck entering the net in a proper manner through the goal mouth. Ensuring puck
Like,
did not enter like
yeah.
through the back of it.
Which like I don't think I've ever seen that happen ever, but okay.
Um, Puck entering the net as as the culmination of a continuous play where the result of the play was unaffected by any whistle blown by the referee upon her losing sight of the puck, and also the legitimacy of all potential goals on penalty shot or shootout attempts to ensure compliance with applicable rules. Double tap, goalkeeper throwing the stick, goalkeeper dislodging goal, shooter cradling puck above the normal height of the shoulders, shooter performing an illegal spinorama move. Spinorama's illegal in
Wait,
a shootout?
wait, does that include the Michigan?
Well,
No, that's not Spinorama. Yeah, never mind.
You can't Michigan in overtime anyway, though, because the
No,
puck
I'm
can't
just
go
saying in
backwards.
general. Yeah, never mind. I said that the other day. I was like, can we get a Michigan goal, please? I want to see one so bad. I feel like they
No,
could do
this
it.
is just for a shootout or a
Yeah.
penalty shot. But also, so this is okay.
Never mind.
Let me. So all the hockey influencers that do all those like fun spinny moves and
Oh yeah,
whatever,
like the trick shots.
everyone always asks why they don't happen in the PWHL or the NHL or anything, and it's because
That's
they're
why.
not allowed.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
why.
know that you couldn't do a spinorama though.
I feel like I didn't know like
Also, the fact that it is literally
genuinely
listed as a spinorama in the
Spinorama. I know it's so
PWHL
funny.
handbook
And
is
like as you're
great.
reading it, I'm literally looking at the NHL one and it's listed the same exact way.
I love that.
It's
But
so
like,
illegal spinorama move
oh, okay, but I guess because if you're doing a spinorama, the puck is technically going backwards before it
backwards.
goes back. Okay, that makes sense then.
But like it'd be sick.
Yeah,
Let it happen. We want it to be fun. I want it to be interesting. Please.
agreed.
Um, but yeah, do you want me to go through the NHL ones?
Are
They're
they
actually they're like the same. I'm 95% sure they're the exact same ones.
are you pulling up video review or coaches challenge?
Just video review.
I feel like those are primarily the same.
They're very much the same.
Coaches
Let me get
challenge is a bit different.
challenge. I was surprised that the one for the PWHL, like the coaches challenge ones, was very limited. Like they didn't have a whole lot to do. Okay, you want situations? That did not sound right.
Oh, we
Subject
already
to
have it. Yeah.
yeah. So the offside play leading to a goal, which we just talked about. So you can do that in the NHL. You can't do it in the PW, which I wonder if they'll like see that and like watch them next season and be like, maybe we can, that might change.
Well, like
Um,
obviously that was like an intentional decision by the league.
yeah,
Um,
but I want to know why, because like
yeah.
it's a weird one, and like I didn't even know about it
Well,
until
also
I had to look
because
into it.
again, like offsides is so like crucial depending
Subjective,
on how you view the game.
that too.
I don't feel like it's subjective at all. I feel
No,
like it's a
no.
very objective
Wrong
standard.
word. Wrong word. My
Um,
brain is not connecting it. I was like, wait a second.
but no, so like it's very like it's very debated, but it is a crucial part of any sports game for the most part, like jumping off sides.
Yeah,
Um, and the fact that you do often have like one goal games in the PW
yeah. More often than not,
and it's a 3 point swing.
that is yeah,
The fact that you can't review for offsides
crucial.
is kind of crazy,
Like, if I was
especially
on
in
the outside of that
overtime.
game, yeah, if I was on the outside of that game, I would have been so mad because like you literally, there's nothing you can do. Like you have to accept it and go because you can't do anything about it, which I feel like sucks. Like that makes that loss so much worse.
But maybe there's like a happy medium for the PW where it's like you can't call it during regulation, but you can call it during overtime and like challenge it.
Yeah, like one or the other.
But like that is crazy.
It's wild. Like as
Yeah.
soon as I read that, I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't review offsides? What are you talking
It's
about?
it's the Jennifer
What?
Lawrence. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's like you know how many times I've literally watched 10 I've seen so many offsides reviews, it's actually insane. And they're just like,
Yep.
"No, go
Yep.
for it. You're good. Have
I
fun over
really,
there."
in the heat of the moment, did not
Me
realize
either.
that she was that offsides. And then I watched the video back and I was like, can
See, like
I watched the video back and I looked at myself and I went, are you stupid? How did you not notice that in
I
person?
I think I was so focused on I was like, "Oh my God, a breakaway." Like she's this close to scoring. Like when you have the game winner on your stick like that, I was just like, "Oh my God, this is like gonna be the coolest
Also,
way for it to end." And
such a
even
good goal. Like
yeah. So like in
top
my head, I
shelf
was like,
corner, bad angle,
it was
like, oh.
so good.
And it didn't even look like she thought about it.
No, which
It just
makes
went
it
in.
even cooler.
Yeah.
But then everybody's like, "How is that allowed? It's offsides. This is ridiculous. The league should change it." And I'm like, "Wait, what did I miss? Like that's a really nice goal. It was sick. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that would not fly in the NHL at all. There's no way.
No, but there needs to be a happy medium between the two, I think.
There has to be. I don't know what it is right now, but
I think
it
just
could
like putting
exist.
a time limit on the reviews would be helpful.
Yeah,
But
because like they get lengthy, and I know it's like important, but also at some point it's just like let it go and keep moving, keep playing.
yeah,
Unless it's like something like that where it's super crucial.
yeah,
But anyway,
we
no offsides.
digress.
Well, there is offsides, but you can't say anything about offsides in the PWHL,
Yeah,
which is interesting, to say the least.
yeah,
I want to know also who makes the rules for them. I just thought about that.
the league.
Who makes? Yeah, I know, but like, who is the league writing the like? Who is writing it?
I don't
Like, who
know.
writes the NHL rules? I want to know. The
Well,
officials?
I think it's part of the CBA or
Oh, that
something.
would make sense.
And then well, like, or like the way to get a new rule proposed is like there,
They
it's
have to
like in the
like pick.
CBA.
Yeah,
I think it's like the like board or something
that would make sense.
like of the league.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm just sitting here. I'm like, who makes these up?
Not me.
Who writes the rules? Why am I talking about them? Who writes them? Not me. That'd be a sick job though. Be like, I wrote that rule in the NHL. Or I wrote that rule in the PWHL.
I
That's
would
my
never
rule.
tell anyone ever because you would get murdered.
No, no. But if you had a jailbreak, if I had a jailbreak, I would. That's full credit. I think
That
that's
one,
sick.
yes, but that's
Yeah,
probably it.
that's. I'll take credit for that one. That one's like a decent one to have.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
moving on to another new rule for the PW this season. It's called the no escape rule.
I love how they have such sick names for their rules. Like
Yeah,
jailbreak, no escape. It's like a board game.
yes,
It's giving that vibe. Anyway,
very much so.
no escape rule.
And there's not a direct equivalent in the NHL, but there's something similar, so we'll kind of go over it.
It was the most similar I could find.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So in the PW, the no escape rule requires players on a team that take a penalty, which leads to penalty time on the clock, to remain on the ice until after the faceoff that resumes action. So it's similar to icing. So like if you ice the
mm,
puck, you can't change your line. If
yeah,
you take a penalty, you also
you're out there.
cannot change your line. And depending on who gets penalized on your team, you might be starting
The
a
bad.
PK with three forwards and one defenseman.
Yeah. I also like
What?
I would hope I mean it also depends on like where you're taking the face off and like where it's all starting because like if you can't get that line change in immediately, you are on that PK with whoever you've got. And that could be
Yeah,
people like you
especially
said
if it's
who aren't regular PKers. Like they're just like
you
I'm
have like your
here.
fourth line, three
Hey guys.
offensive
Yeah.
players and like which
I don't
like the
yeah.
fourth lines in the PW really aren't bad.
No.
Um
I think I know like in the NHL it takes a lot of like there's a lot of meaning on the number of lines. I feel like in the PW it's very much like you're just kind of you're on a line,
yeah,
which
because they're
makes
all
it nice.
so good.
They're good. Yeah. True statement.
Yeah, but so like especially like okay, something that sounds horrible is if you take a penalty in the second period.
Yeah.
Like that sounds because like it's already so hard to change in the second. And then if you get
Yeah.
stuck,
I like oh, I actually like feel like I haven't paid attention to this one enough when we're at games that
no, I haven't either.
I'm just like penalty.
Yeah.
Okay. And I like never pay attention to who's out there. Next game I'm gonna have to be like very aware of it.
Yeah.
Because this is something like it's one of those rules that they put in place to make the play more interesting,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like it has, but there's also there's a lot of the pros and cons to it because you're leaving players out there who aren't as well equipped or aren't familiar with playing in those positions all the time, but
But
also that makes it a
also,
little more fun to watch because you're going to get the unexpected part of it, which is what they're aiming to do.
well, there's also like there's two other things with that. One is that if you do get stuck with three offensive players, you have more of a likelihood to get a jailbreak.
I was going to say. See, this is how it goes hand in hand, like together.
But the other issue is oftentimes penalties, like when you're in the defensive zone and you get a penalty, it's often because of like a sloppy play.
Yeah.
Either you've been on the ice too long or it was like a just like it typically
A
comes from bad
careless, it's like
hockey.
careless. Yeah, it's like a careless bad,
Yeah.
like you weren't really, well, not a smart hockey play led to the penalty usually.
And like in the PWHL, I feel like more so it typically comes from like not great hockey play is where the penalties come from, less
Yeah.
so of like a strategic thing, if that makes sense. Not that I think it's necessarily strategic in the NHL, but like,
No, but I know what you mean.
and so like if you're already on the ice for like a minute because you couldn't get
Yeah.
off, and then so you had a sloppy penalty that gets taken, then you're stuck on the ice until you can get
That's what I
off
mean.
again.
You're playing like if it
It's
lasts
so
that
hard.
if they don't get a jailbreak goal, you have to figure out when you're changing and the time that you're on there. Yeah, like your shift is ending. It's gonna be so long because you're out there for whatever amount of time until
Could
you
you
can.
could you imagine being out there for a minute and then having to kill a penalty for another two and not being able
No,
to change? I
you're
would
like
be dead on the
dead.
ground.
I was gonna say you were gonna be like barely making it back to the bench because you're just out there for 3 minutes. I mean, like I know we've seen it happen in the NHL probably a couple times, but like you don't want to be out there for that long. Like a minute and a half is long, and you gotta
And
go.
I know that 3 minutes doesn't seem like a very long time.
No, but in
But like
hockey,
30 seconds in hockey is a long
yeah.
time. A minute is like an eternity.
I
And
mean,
if
like
you're on the
most
ice
shifts
for
are
more
like
than,
45 seconds
yeah.
on average. Yeah,
So like if you're on the ice for more than like a minute and 30, you are gassed.
yeah,
Um,
literally. I love when they put like when you watch games. I don't know if they've done it in the PW yet, but I know when you watch NHL games, they have like usually it's
time
on the
on ice.
PK. Yeah, and they're like the shifts and like when they start entering to like the 2 minute mark, like they get like red, and then it's like they're just like standing there still as moving their stick around because they have no energy left.
They all look like Alex
Yeah,
Ovechkin.
stop. Kind
Yeah.
of true, I guess. But yeah, that's yeah.
The
You're
only
on fire
similar,
tonight.
thank you.
You're so on it.
The only similar thing in the NHL is that if the if the goal post is displaced by a defending skater or goalkeeper, it causes a stoppage in the play. And it's the same thing. You have to keep the players on the ice. So,
So almost it's similar, but not exactly.
yeah,
I
that's
feel like
all.
it's more similar. I feel like to the oh, what did you say before? The word is blanking out of my head. Icing.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's probably more similar. Like in gameplay, it's more similar to that.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting to see if I don't know if they'd be. I feel like
I
that.
do
I don't know
wonder if this is a rule the NHL would adopt.
to like make the game more interesting to watch.
Hmm.
I think it'd be funny. Like imagine seeing like Connor McDavid play on the penalty kill.
Well,
Like,
like
it's just like, hey
I
guys.
don't I don't know how I never realized it, but like Panarin doesn't play on the PK.
No. There's a lot of your like the biggest one I can think of because we were talking about it last season. Like as a defenseman you usually play on the PK. The biggest everybody at work was like when it came to Norris, Quinn Hughes is I don't know if I actually check. I don't know if he does it this season, but he did not play like any shorthanded time last year. And they're like, can't win
Which
Norris
is,
if you don't play the PK. I'm like, that's so silly. Like,
but also
okay.
how Quinn Hughes does everything on that team. How
No,
does he
I
not
know.
do the PK?
They're like the PK can not your responsibility. Everything else though, everything else is yours.
I
But
don't
like
know if you sent this to me or someone else, but someone was like, we should just call them the Quinnucks from now
I
on because
I
it's
saw it on Twitter
literally,
last night.
it's just.
I was crying. I
Did
was
we
like, that
have the
might be
same Twitter feed last
that
night?
might
Because
maybe.
you sent me videos or
There's the two tweets.
you sent me tweets at like 3 o'clock in the morning and I woke up at
Yeah.
5, half awake, and I was like, because also the tweet that you sent me, it started off
I
with,
said
I said
yes one was
yes. And so I'm reading your text and I was like, I didn't see the voice memo at first. And then I saw two tweets and all I saw was I said yes. And I was like, also, I went to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm running on 3 hours of sleep at 5 o'clock and
oh
I'm going,
my.
what did Bree just text me?
It was for context, the tweet was like, I said yes to my hockey team embarrassing me or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was cracking up, I was like, that's so funny. And then like it had like a bunch of like heart emojis and like kissing whatever and stuff because it was like supposed to be a joke. But I saw the Quinux one, like it was in the same string, and I was gonna send it to you, and I was like, I can't keep sending her tweets. It's like late. I need to go to bed.
You can, but
But
you can also just send them on Twitter.
true, but that was also one I saw, and it is the most accurate
You sent it to me at
one.
2 a.m.
Because that's when I got home. I was sitting here and I was like, it's time to go through my Twitter feed because I got home. I gotta catch up.
So
The
speaking for
the
asking for
algorithm.
someone's hand in marriage, hand passes.
Please, I can't. Mackenzie's kill
No, that
is
was a really
so
bad
good.
one, but I needed something to
No, but
transition.
it works. I'm impressed. You've killed all four of them so far, or however many there's been. On a
Thanks.
roll. On a
Toss
roll.
toss.
Yeah.
Emotional toss toss.
Yes. Yeah. You can't tell.
Wicked
It's been a
reference for
week. It's
anyone
been a week.
who's
It's been a week. But that
it
was a good
has
one.
in fact been a week. I'm so excited for our debrief after this. It's gonna be great.
Oh, we can't wait. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Anyway, hand pass.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? Do you want me to start?
No, you can start. We have
Okay.
PWHL, NHL, and NCAA for this one.
Okay. So I'm going to start the PWHL. I'm going to read it word for word so you guys hear it. A player shall be permitted to stop or quote unquote bat a puck in the air with her open hand or push it along the ice with their hand, and the play shall not be stopped unless, in the opinion of the on ice officials, she has directed the puck to a teammate or has allowed her team to gain an advantage, and subsequently possession and control of the puck is obtained by a player of the offending team, either directly or deflected off any player or official. So I don't want to say it's kind of allowed, but it's kind of allowed. Because, like, unless the ref says or notices, I guess, it's a valid thing. Although I don't think I've seen one.
I feel like I saw one the other
Yeah,
day.
maybe. But that is the PWHL rule on hand passes
Yeah.
slash things. I feel like this one's like more of an NHL. I
Well,
feel
the
like Bree's
NCAA is the most
seen it.
different.
Okay, so the NHL one, we'll give Ken's NCAA. Pretty also similar. When a hand pass NHL, when a hand pass has been initiated by one player to a teammate and the teammate elects not to play the puck to avoid the stoppage of play, and the opposing team also abstains from playing the puck, perhaps to allow time to expire on a penalty, the referee shall stop the play and order the resulting face-off at the I cut it off.
Nearest face-off
Nearest
dot.
face-off dot.
Yeah.
But I feel like they catch a
So
lot more in the NHL than you would think. But
I feel like, well, hand passes are like whatever, right?
yeah, in the long run, yes.
So with the NCAA. Wait, is it the same rule?
For what? Or for which one?
I could swear that it's different between the NHL and the NCAA.
Did they change it?
Okay, so here's the language that I'm reading. Hand passes are not allowed in the defensive zone in NCAA, with those situations whistled down as they would be elsewhere on the ice. When the infraction takes place in the defensive zone, the offending team will not be able to change players prior to the ensuing face-off. That's what the difference is. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
So it's another one of
So
those
there's a very
like,
slight difference.
yeah. Well, also like the NCAA is also kind of weird with their refs sometimes because if a player like catches the puck and bats it down to themselves,
We can
sometimes
play
the
it?
ref they'll call that. And they're like, no. And
What?
everyone's like, excuse
That's not a hand pass though.
no,
You're
I'm
stopping
aware.
it yourself. What is that? A hand pass, like, yeah, it has to be passed to somebody. Easy.
Well, another rule difference, there isn't a trapezoid in college
Oh,
hockey.
right. I've learned also, we had a thing last season at work. I had to do a whole thing on it that I think it's NCAA, where if you're a goalie, you can actually sit for a penalty in the penalty box and they put like your backup goalie in. And I think that I wish I don't that would never ever work in the NHL, but like I think it'd be so goofy to see your goalie
It
sitting
would
in the
be
penalty
really
box. Come
funny.
on. Like they're just like chilling over there. That'd be hilarious to me. I if I
Yeah.
could take one, that'd be just for the how funny it would look to see them in their pads, like just sitting in the penalty box, waiting to get out. It would be funny. But
I agree.
but yeah. These are all pretty minus the jailbreak, I think is the only like really crazy. No, these no escape is also
No Escape is
there.
interesting, but I wouldn't say it's crazy.
No,
Like
but the
it
jailbreak
makes
is the most
sense though.
unique. Yeah,
Because also like if you take a penalty, yeah, why should you be able to change?
yeah, like you're responsible for it. You should have
Like you
to
did something bad.
the
This is your
consequences
punishment.
of it. Yeah,
Yes.
that's that for a little
Like
bit of time.
the jailbreak though definitely is like
I
really
love the
fun.
jailbreak.
Um and I don't think it should ever be allowed for a major.
Yeah, makes sense.
But
But if
I
it's a
do
double minor,
double minor I feel like it's
go
fine.
for it. Yeah,
Or like
a
two
regular
minors,
minor.
whatever,
Yeah,
yeah. But like I it is so interesting and I feel like it takes away some of the apathy that occurs.
yeah.
Because also, especially like we were talking about like the Florida Panthers and the New York Islanders the other day and how the Panthers
My
have
fave stat
the same amount. What was it? The Panthers have the same amount of shorthanded goals as the Islanders
as
have
I also
power
had
play
power play
goals.
goals. I also have the
Great.
worst. Yeah. So they had 11 shorthanded goals, and the Isles have, and they still do because they didn't score on the power play last night, I don't think.
But so like
So they have 11 power play goals.
if you're a
Great.
team with the best PK in the league
Mm.
and you're playing a team with like the worst power play,
You kind of you benefit from that
but
because
like you
you're
just kind of sit there and you're like, whatever. We'll just
yeah,
like kill time for 2 minutes.
but you could score,
You could score and then you don't have to
score.
kill any more time.
Yeah, you get to
Also,
go
because
elbow your guy out there.
how defeating is it to be like, I
Yeah.
scored. We're still in trouble.
I was gonna say, like, imagine, and also the funniest thing in the NHL is like they score a shorthanded goal, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, you did it! How sick is that?" And then it's like back to the PK. Like, yeah, keep going. You still only got four people out there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, it makes so much sense, but I also think it makes it, as a fan, it makes it more interesting because it's less predictable. Like, not that you're always gonna get a power play goal, but the fact it could go either way, and then it's back to 5-on-5 if they score is like
Yeah.
way more exciting to me than just being like, all right, we're sitting in the zone for 2 minutes waiting for somebody to either clear it
Well,
or score a goal.
I also like this might just be me being stupid and it's very possible. So no one judge me, okay?
We're not.
I know you're not
Trust
going
me.
to, but I need the
Well,
listeners not
nobody
to
else is
judge
going
me.
to. I already said it.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Um I understand that like the power play is supposed to be like a good thing, right? It's like a reward.
Are you a power play hater?
No.
Oh.
I just don't I don't think the power play should end when you score a goal.
You don't think it should, or it should end?
No, I think the power play should be 2 minutes either way.
Okay,
I
that's
feel like
valid
I feel like all
because you
penalties
got the
should,
power play. Yeah,
yeah, because like I feel
because
like it's
that's
like,
your reward, honestly, because you drew the penalty,
but
so
that's
you
okay.
should get the full time.
This is why I like that it's called a jailbreak because if in my perspective, if you draw a penalty, you are in timeout for two
Yeah,
minutes, and the other team should be able to do with you as they please for those 2 minutes.
that does not. Yeah, okay,
But
valid.
you know how you can get out of jail for like good behavior?
Please, is that what your that's what the jailbreak goal is?
Yeah. So if you have good
Makes sense.
behavior and you score a goal shorthanded, you get to come
See it?
out. Other than that, the penalty should be 2 minutes and that's it.
Yeah, I agree. I just think it's fun. Like I just love it, and it's different. So like,
Yeah.
I know when people bring it up at work now, we had a whole discussion about it. They're like, do you think they should have the jailbreak? I'm like, just try it
Yes.
out. Preseason, just try it out. I want to see it.
I
Just
think the
just give it a try.
the PWHL should listen to me and they should make the power play 2 minutes
Yeah.
unless the jailbreak
Sorry.
happens.
For real. Like, please, my one suggestion:
I have a
leave the
lot of
power play time alone.
I have a
That's
lot
it.
of suggestions
Yes.
actually. I think that I should be
First on the
hired on as a
list,
consultant.
and the power play. This is
Yeah.
my main concern. But yeah, I agree.
Ooh, that was a great three.
Oh, I forgot you're watching. I was like,
Yeah.
but yeah. So,
The Lunar Owls have won the first unrivaled game
ooh, I
against the
love that the
Mist.
name.
They do have really cool names.
That's sick. I love it.
Um, Speaking of not being able to come out of the penalty box and stuff, what happened with Quinn Hughes the other day?
I love you said the other day. That was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Was it
Wait,
really?
against the Caps?
Yeah.
It was at least I made a TikTok about it. It was
It was
at
like a
least a
week
week and a half
ago.
ago.
Was it really? You made a
Yeah,
TikTok about it? I didn't
I
see
did.
that.
I got like 3,000 likes. That was my first inclination. I probably should stop making TikToks. It was a good one though. It was a good one. It was like that screaming audio where like the girl's like losing her mind, and I was like, they were like bullying him, which I know he's a full grown man and he can handle it. Like he signed up for that, but I'm like, leave him alone. He's
The
hurt.
Caps Canucks game was so
It was
aggressive
yes. So I
for
was like,
no
please,
reason.
yeah. So it was like me trying to be calm, and then like inside my head is a screaming because I was very mad.
The last
Um.
shot is now under review.
Oh.
Oh, never
Oh.
mind.
Oh. I was
No,
like,
but
look at all the
it was
penalties out here.
81 anyway. Like they still would have won.
Oh,
Anyways.
I just wanted to make it interesting.
Yeah. Um yeah, they they I don't know why they wouldn't let him out of the penalty box. That was so
Someone
weird.
said was like they were like, "Oh, there was no stoppage of play." I'm like, never in my life have I seen them need a stoppage of play to open the door and let them out. They just kind of go.
No, unless it's like a there are definitely circumstances where they don't do it. If it's like
Yeah,
a both
but it's
teams get a penalty
but it's
or
rare. Like it's
if
not
it's
as
overtime.
common. Yeah, I don't know. They're like,
Yeah, if there's just one person in the box, typically they just get let out when their
yeah,
time out is
but
over.
he sat there for like it was like 4 minutes. I was like,
Like if I was the
free him,
Canucks, I would have been
free him.
so annoyed because what do you mean
Yeah.
our best players stuck in the penalty box because you wouldn't let them out?
Also, before that, like I feel like I don't know if we've had this conversation yet, but the whole thing about like some teams having the physicality of like who's going to stand up for who. And I think anybody in the Canucks that used to do that
Uh,
isn't there anymore. So like somebody when I posted TikTok was like, they just shoved him to the ground. Nobody did anything. And like Kiefer Sherwood
okay,
was the only one who was like,
maybe I
hey,
did see this TikTok now that I think about
he
it.
probably did. Um,
No,
but it was like, wait a
absurd.
second, what are we doing?
Absolutely
That's the best
absurd to
way to.
me that your captain gets shoved to the ice and no one does
No,
anything.
he was the only one that was like, oh, I'm gonna get in your face, and I was like, somebody fight, anybody, somebody.
Also,
Fight.
like,
Like that's what you're supposed to do.
out of all the captains in the NHL,
He's yeah, I was gonna also was like if you lose him, your
Quinn,
team is not doing well.
no, but like, also, like, he's just a baby.
No, I know that's why I'm like I know he's a grown man, but like also leave him alone. Like please So yeah, that
I
was
think we should
a
put more grown men in timeout.
that's basically what a penalty is in the
That's
NHL.
that
But
is
yes,
that's my thesis for this episode is we
take
should
away.
put more men in timeout.
You know what?
And we should let the
We
women
probably,
stay out of
I
timeout.
would say, we probably get somewhere if that was a thing we could enact. So I agree.
More timeouts for men.
But
Could you imagine like your boyfriend pisses you off and you're like, glass box now, and
penalty
you just like
box.
leave him there for 2 minutes?
I feel like that has to be the most embarrassing thing to be like, now I have to go. Like you're literally in timeout in a box where nobody can touch you for 2 minutes, if that.
Okay, but it's also really
You're just
funny when
like,
like five
okay.
of them get packed and they're like
Oh, I love
sardines.
that's what so that happened in that game. There was like four of them in the box, and
I
I'm like,
know.
they're just like chilling in there, and I'm like, okay. The
Yeah.
best one of that was we've said this before, but the Devils Rangers line brawl when like literally I don't even know how they fit all of them in both those boxes, but it was
No, because
so
also you had like
funny.
Rempe and Miller in the box at the same
Yes!
time. And I
I
was
was
like,
like,
how is this working?
there's no room for them in there. I'm sorry. That is not a big enough box. Like quite literally. But
I do love
that's
when
funny. I
there's
love
two
it.
of them in there and the team will be like, just the two of us.
Yeah.
I'm like,
See, this
that's
is the
great.
time, like the music that they play for those things,
It's
iconic.
important.
It is. It sets the mood.
Yeah.
But
Once again, the Devils are great at game presentation.
they are. I think I've been to between them and the Sirens, they overlap a lot of the songs that are played.
Yeah.
And now like, every time I'm like, oh my god, the song's stuck in my head 'cause I've heard it like 15. I've heard it so many times, and I'm like, this is just here we are. It's good.
Yeah.
Also,
I could tell
Justice,
you. Go ahead.
you're gonna think this is so funny. I don't know if you get to see them when you're like on the concourse for work. The little races they have with the food.
Yes.
Why? What beef does the cookie have with anybody? The poor cookie has no wins unless she won the other night. But when I went on Saturday, that poor cookie had no wins.
I
And we're halfway through the season. Get
I
that
can
girl a win.
ask. I don't
Like, what the
I
heck
feel
are they
like
doing?
she's won before. I can ask I can
No,
ask
I took a picture
tomorrow.
of it. She had zero. The ice cream had the most. And the what
Oh,
was the other one? The pretzel?
she hasn't won yet, like at all? They
No,
have
at
like
all. This
season
whole season.
totals?
Yeah, the season. She's none. It was
I'll
like
talk to
12,
someone.
10 and 0. I was like, please get the Mrs. Field cookie. Oh, every time I go to a game, I'm like, we need the cookie to win.
But so like
I want the beef.
just
But
on
this,
the game presentation thing, I think I can tell you every single cue for the Devils at this
oh, I'm
point.
sure it's ingrained in
Like
your
I can
mind.
tell you like what the opening song is, what the warm-up songs are, what the second
We
period,
love
third
that though.
period, intermission things are, like what all of like the games
The
are,
schedule.
when we play certain songs.
Yeah,
Like cuz
we
I'll
love
hear
it.
a song and I'm like, "Oh, we got a penalty."
But like honestly, I love that that you as a fan or like you as someone who goes, like you are able to recognize that
Do
because
not call
they
me a Devils
no, no,
fan.
no. I mean like people as a fan. Sorry, I
Yes.
didn't mean you, but like yes, people who go as fans
Yeah.
like can have that like recognize that or have that identity be like to know that's what it is. I think that's cool. Like that it's that consistent and like they have that set.
I wonder
But
like what other teams have like a certain thing that happens like every like third period or something because like the Rangers obviously have Dancing Larry where like that
yeah,
song comes on and the entire arena like erupts more than
very
they do
true.
sometimes when the Rangers score a
For the
goal.
actual I was gonna say
So, yeah. Um like I
I'm
think that
trying to
that's
think.
in like I would love to see if like other teams
Like there
have
are
some.
other
You know
things.
what I really want to see at some point?
What?
I mean, I want to get to all 32.
Me too.
Um
I'm not even close to that, but yeah, me too.
I think I'm at like 5.
Me too, I think. Wait, I
Um
think it's five. I think I'm at five.
Boston, Philly, Jersey, New York, New York.
I'm at I have Jersey, MSG, UBS, uh, Enterprise Center in St. Louis, and Amalie Arena in Tampa. I think that's all I've been to Wells Fargo and I've been to TD Garden, but for concerts,
Yeah, those don't count.
not game. Yeah, I know, but I've been there. TD
We
Garden
can
is the weirdest place to get in ever.
it
It's
is,
so
but it's
weird.
so fun.
It's so nice in there, like
Also,
it's so cool, But I was like, why? Like, I came in and I was like, why am I at a train station right now? Not that I say that
Yes.
as if Penn Station isn't like the same thing, but I'm
Yeah.
like, the door to the arena is like legitimately on the train station or in it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what is happening? But
Um, my first and only Bruins game there was a Bruins Toronto game.
that's like a perfect matchup.
It wasn't
Although,
intentional.
okay.
It was so there was I think I said this on the pod already. I spent my spring break the last year of law
Oh, yeah.
school going on like a hockey road trip. I think I went to like 9 games in 11 days or something like that. And I was trying to make the schedule work with like the PWHL and like I wanted to go see the Hartford
All of
Wolfpack. I
them.
didn't end up going. But like I needed to kind of like schedule it so I wasn't literally driving my car into the ground.
Yeah.
Um, and I think I could have gone like Tuesday or Thursday to
The
the
Bruins.
Boston game. Yeah. Or it was like Thursday or Saturday. And I basically was like, well, I'm not paying for the Saturday prices.
Because
So
it's going
I
to be more,
got the
yeah.
cheaper one.
I respect it. I
Yeah.
would do the same thing, especially when it's a Bruins game. So I get it.
Yeah. Um, so fun. No, but what I want to see in person is the well, two things. I do want to see the rats.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, okay, but my real question is like, where? I think they asked this to my mom. Like, where do they get the rats?
I have no
Like, do you
idea.
bring that, or do they
You
like
would
sell
have
them
to
there?
ask someone. Ask
I'm gonna ask Beth if she
yeah.
listens to this. I'm gonna be like, can you tell me? I want the deets on the rats. How do they get in there?
Um,
Anyway, they are plastic, but I need
I
to
want
know.
to see an octopus
Ooh,
in Detroit and I want to hear
I
the Columbus cannon.
I was gonna say I my favorite thing at work is which I didn't realize they did this. Maybe I did. They have like a little cannon crew, and they're so cute. They have like the cutest outfits, and they're so excited. And it would probably freak me out to hear it, but I need to hear it. And every time it goes
Well,
off, I'm
like at
like,
least you
ah.
know it's coming.
See, yes, but I would probably forget. Like but
We'll
yeah,
go
that's on
together.
my.
I'll remind you.
I'll do it.
Well, isn't
I've never
Columbus
driven to
technically
Ohio.
hosting? I've driven to Ohio. It'll be fine. We can go.
I've gone to Pittsburgh, so
We
I
have to
can do
drive
it.
to Buffalo soon, so I hope you're ready
Yeah.
for that one. Um, I wonder because Columbus is technically
Stadium
hosting
series.
the Stadium Series. Are
I
they
had
going to
this
bring the
thought.
cannon?
So I don't know if it's like stationed. I don't know. I guess I've never noticed in
They
pictures.
bring
I
like
don't
a
know if
mini
it's,
cannon.
but I like, can they take that one out of the arena? Like, is that one movable?
I have no
Because like then you
idea.
should just bring that thing. Because I feel like if they just like play the noise, it's not as cool. Like you have to
No,
have it there.
I
I don't.
have. I
Oh, the
I know
mini one.
someone.
Can you have a? That's so cute,
I
actually.
know someone I can probably DM and ask her and be like, "Are you guys bringing it with you?"
I need. I literally thought about that as soon as we found out they were playing, and I was like, but like that's their thing. Like they can't just leave it there. You
The
gotta
f-
bring it.
the Fanatics team giving ex-Michigan players the Ohio State
I
jerseys
thought
was
of
so
iconic.
funny.
It's so funny. And like I think I realized how many there were, but like the longer the video went, I was like, this is top notch. We love
And
it.
that's only players on those two
No,
teams.
it's yeah. But like
No,
that's why it's funnier because,
the children of
but
Yost, man.
we love it.
We
But
do. I think that's our episode for today.
yeah, that was actually for us, that
That's
was like
short for
probably our
us.
most planned and
Yeah.
like organized we've been. There were some rambles, but we got it. We might not talk as much as you think.
Mackenzie was marginally funny. It's a
Yeah,
miracle.
Mackenzie nailed all of her transitions today, so the real winner of the podcast goes to her. We have to get like a
Yeah.
little crown. Like real
We pass
come
it back
on.
and forth when we see each other once every three
Please, we
weeks.
can make it blue so it fits. Come on. We can do
We
it.
could. You are
Next time I
correct.
see you.
Yeah.
Blue crown.
Thank
I don't
you.
know where I don't know where I can find it. We'll find I'll get it. Don't worry.
You're gonna make one out of like craft paper and be like, "Hey, go."
Yeah. I'll put little like diamonds, the little like jewels on it. It's fine. It'll
I'm
be
sad
worth
I'm
it.
not seeing you at the Devils game tomorrow.
Sorry. I realized my mom would never go with me. But like I I had this thought
You
yesterday
could do both.
when I know because it was early, but I also thought yesterday was Friday. And I was like, why are the Devils playing 3 games in a row and they're in Toronto right now? What's going on? And then I realized it's Thursday, or it was Thursday, and they were not, in fact, playing 3 games in a row. But for a hot second, I was like, what are they doing? But yes, I could technically do both. But
That's also something I want to do. I was gonna do it last season because I went to the Devils Canes game that like
doubleheader.
spring break, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was gonna go to the Rangers game, but I couldn't find a ticket cheap enough that I could like
Yeah, do it.
reason with in my head. Um,
Valid.
so I like waited a little while and then it actually just kept going up and up and up towards puck drop,
I
which was
hate that.
annoying. Because also they
Rude.
were playing, I don't remember who they were playing, but it wasn't a great team. So
It should be the opposite then.
yeah.
You would,
So it didn't go, but I would love to do a doubleheader. So
but
that's
yes.
that we're actually gonna stop talking now.
Yeah. See, this is what happens. Start rambling.
Yeah. Follow us on socials, um, also linked in the show notes. So you're gonna be able to find the rule books, the social media links, and the sticker order form in our show
Yeah.
notes. Leave a comment on you, not YouTube. We're not there yet. On social media
Insta.
or in the comments on Spotify and let us know like what you want to hear about next. And we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah. See you soon. Thanks for
Bye.
listening. Bye.